Hey everybody, well, we're going to go ahead and replace a car battery in a 2016 Dodge Durango, and we don't want to go to the hood. We actually want to go here, and guess what? It's under the passenger seat. So if you go down here, there's a little panel here, and it's kind of locked in, but it'll come out, and then look at that. Look what we got there, our car battery. Typically lasts a little longer because it's not subject to outdoor weather, corrosion, etc. So, but we're gonna get this thing out of here to get it replaced. And to get this top panel out, you have to go back to the front passenger side and kind of get your hand in there to loosen up that top panel. Eventually it'll loosen up and pull out for you. There you go. So it turns out there's two batteries in here, a smaller one and a bigger one, and in order to remove, I gotta remove the smaller piece right here. In order to do that, I got a 1/2-inch socket here. That seems to fit this okay, so I'm gonna work on getting that out first. Okay, so once we got those two leads out, we got a little bracket down there. It's holding down this battery here. Okay, so we want to get that little bracket with that screw on there. And you want to use an extension with a 10mm fitting on there to get that out. So we're going to do that now. All right, once we get this nut out of here, then we can go ahead and take out the harness that holds this small battery in. As you can see, there's a little plate down here. Pull that up. And let's move this out of the way. I have to actually unplug this vent here. I'll plug this back in later. And then get this out of the way. Pull this out. All right, next we want to remove the negative off this first, which is right here. And we're going to use a 1/2-inch socket on there. I'm going to use a 10mm on this here. Then we're going to get that out of the way. Then we're going to figure out the next part. Then we got this piece right here. You have to take like a screwdriver or a flat blade or something just to kind of wedge it out, because you want it out. Because look, it's attached to some other stuff going on here. A lot going on here. Here's our negative lead over here. So, but we want to take this off, get this out of the way, and then we could work on the positive, then extract the battery. So check it out. So this battery actually isn't going anywhere until this bracket where the small battery was. Check it out. That screw there, that bolt there, those are holding this bracket down, keeping this battery in. We're gonna have to remove each of these. Also, by the way, to get that those pieces out, you're going to need a 1/2-inch preferable extended socket to get those out. Okay, we got those screws out. So we got the screws out. We're going to go ahead and take out this bracket. Get this thing out of here. Okay, so what I did, I kind of scooted the battery back a little bit since we removed that bracket, and I have better access to the front positive terminals now. And we're going to use I believe I got a 10mm will fit this. Yeah, 10mm will fit that. So we'll get that off and then go for extracting the battery. And by the way, I'm in the front seat area now. So I moved the seat back and I have better access to it here. So that seemed to be a better angle to get this at. Okay, I got that front positive terminal off. So now, as you can see, I got some handles here. I'm gonna go ahead and scoot this battery back, and again, I have to lift it up to get it out of here, and that I'll be doing next. Okay, I just dropped the new battery in here, so we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna slide it up towards the front there, and I'm gonna go to the front and attach that that positive connection. Okay, and on these new batteries, get these little plastic pieces, and actually you want to break this one off. We're going to break it off. We're going to put it here because we don't want it to vent here, so we're going to go ahead and put the little tab in here. sure you have it in there. Push it in there good. Okay, I got the battery in. Put the positive terminal bracket back on. I'm going to go ahead and take my, what do I got here? A 10 millimeter socket. Tighten these up. All right, back to the back seat area. I'm going to go ahead and put this bracket back that holds the battery in place. Get this back in here and we'll screw this back. Okay, now we want to get the negative back on. Got that bracket back in there. Gotta get this terminal cover off. I'll get that back on there. Got the 10 millimeter for this one. Get this one tightened down. Once we get the negative lead on there, we've got the 1/2 inch socket. Make sure it's nice and tight. So before we put the auxiliary battery back in, we want to put the strap in there, and check it out. This hooks right in there, okay? Then we want to put the battery in. Okay, we dropped the auxiliary battery back in here. We got the strap in. Now we want to put this bracket right back down here, right? Just like that. We're going to put that bolt back on there. There you go. Just like that. Next we want to reattach that vent. There you go. All right, time to get the positive and negative reconnected here. I'll get the other terminal on here on the auxiliary battery. Use our 1/2 inch socket to tighten these up. Okay, time to clean up our mess. We're going to put this cover back on the compartment. This wider part goes in the front. That smaller part goes through the back. And this stuff kind of just snaps right back into place here. Okay, the final test. Voila! Hope this video helped you. Thanks for watching.